spent a few days this month remembering the contributions of America's servicemen and women. We're getting a good look at the daily life in the U.S. Navy. News 12's Ashley Henderson spent a few days at the Norfolk Naval Station and at sea. Tonight, our series continues with a visit to the carrier George H.W. Bush out in the Atlantic. Here's Ashley with a News 12 exclusive.
The quickest way to get to an aircraft carrier is, of course, by air. We're aboard the small supply plane called a COD. That stands for Carrier Onboard Delivery. It's not a jet fighter, but we're going to land on that carrier deck like they do. This ship is huge, about 5,000 service members at any given time while at sea. It's a beehive of activity 24 hours a day with the focus on F-18 fighters. After a quick safety brief,
and if you guys go into the water, it will inflate. If it doesn't inflate, you pull on this little bad boy right here.
We got to go onto the flight deck to see flight operations up close. I'm on the flight deck of the George H.W. Bush right now, but today we talked to a sailor from Chattanooga who's in charge of the police force on this vessel and spends most of his time below deck. And there are 8 levels. We found something we didn't expect, a 911 center just like the one you have in your town. With this many people on board, the staff here has to be prepared for almost anything.
Normally these spaces are locked unless someone calls to gain access. If they don't call and they enter the space, this will sound off. If we can't get any contact with someone over the landline, my dispatch will then call a team over the radio to check the space out.
This emergency center is the responsibility of Senior Chief Michael Brandon, who just happens to be from Chattanooga. He and his masters-at-arms operate as a tight-knit team.
My job is to provide a safe working environment for everybody on board the ship, so that we also fight off any kind of terrorist threat, just so everybody has a safe working environment, provide good order and discipline for the CO, so that they can do the job that they're here to do.
Senior Chief Brandon also has a few other areas of responsibility, including the weapons depot.
And then we get our helmets are all in here, our heavy weapons are over here, our M240s.
And you've probably heard about that part of a ship no one wants to spend any time in. It's the brig.
This is our brig on board. So we have a pre-trial confinement area, and then we go into a post-trial confinement area.
Being a sailor for a day is getting a quick look at jobs our Navy does faithfully every day of the year, the duties you seldom see. Tomorrow, we're going to see how emergencies would be handled, and that includes both a simulated attack by the enemy and even a simulated hostage situation. Aboard the USS George H.W. Bush, Ashley Henderson, News 12 Now.